Welcome to One Brothas Mind, and I am KD. Today we will question and challenge popular information and views from a B1 perspective, while we expose the real facts you need. We do this to strengthen your logical, critical, and discerning thinking skills, because in today's world, hard choices are mandatory and they come with consequences. So you need all the information. And at One Brothas Mind, we do this from a B1 Yeshua the Christ followers perspective. Now, if you're not ready, you better get ready with KD at One Brothas Mind. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's KD coming back at you with a new broadcast. Coming at you today from a different angle. Actually, today, family, we have a bit of an introduction. That's right, an introduction. Today, family, we are going to introduce the One Brothas Mind secure raised bed mobile gardening system. Again, we're going to introduce the One Brothas Mind secure raised bed mobile gardening system. Okay, family? And to get started, what we're going to do, we're going to first, if you did review our first gardening video, where we did our seedling and seeding trays, this is part 2 of that. We're going to move further in the process in this gardening video, and I'll go into more detail here in a moment. So get ready, family. We hope that many will find this series very helpful and inspiring. So let's get right to it. But before we do, remember, family, to please like, share, and subscribe to One Brothas Mind. Because as we always say, we're here to give you the information and facts you need, as well as some solutions. So today's broadcast is more solution oriented. Okay, family? All right, so let's get started. First, we're going to begin with a brief recap of what we learned from our seeding experience and our seed tray experience. We're going to do a quick recap as to what we learned from that experience. Okay? So let's begin here. All right. As you can see on your screen, family, this is a view of KD Smooth's initial seed tray setup. Like you guys saw, if you saw the first video where I put the seed trays together, I started my seed trays indoors. Okay? And this was my setup. I just wanted to share that with you guys. As you can see, one thing I want you to pay particular attention to is where my indoor seating lighting is. It's pretty high up. If you're looking directly at this image, it's pretty high up. Okay? And the other thing you should be paying attention to is I have a shelf here, and I have like a towel, and actually you can't really tell, but I got a plastic covering over the top of that shelf under the towel as well, to catch any residual drainage that would be left, so I don't ruin that shelf. But that's where I started. All right. So now I'm going to share with you guys a couple of images, and we're going to talk about what we learned. Okay. First. Okay. What you're looking at here, family, is an overhead shot of my seed tray. A couple of weeks after things actually started to grow, and then something strange started happening, as you see in your screen. Things look rather weird. Okay, my plants were really long or elongated, as well as they started all laying over like they was tired or something. I was like, wait a minute. I want to say this, family. If and when you decide to start your own garden, whatnot, inevitably, there are going to be things that you are going to learn as you do it. Okay? You can research until you turn blue in the face. And pretty much, there's not really one source of information. I don't care where you get it at, online, or researching, or whatever book you're using. Almost always there's going to be some experienced, detailed information that's going to be left out. And then it's that information and that as you go through the experience of starting your own garden, you're going to experience it, and then you got to quickly learn, research what you're experiencing, and then what adjustments you need to make. Okay, family? So, like again, back to the image, as you see, my seedings had sprouted, and then they started, most of them, pretty much all of them started laying over like they was tired and whatnot. And according to what I learned through this experience, there is a thing called leggy seedlings. Like your leggy seedlings or stretched seedlings. Okay? So I began to research real quickly, try to figure out what was going on. At first everything was looking good, but then the layover and the longness started happening. I'm like, wait a minute. And I researched and I came upon leggy seedlings or stretched seedlings. And I learned and discovered that what the cause of this is, and that is when your lighting source, in this case, my indoor lighting source for my seedlings, either is too far away or you don't have enough, or both. Okay, family? It will cause your seedlings, no matter what seeds pop up, they will all, because they're really stretching, trying to absorb more light or more sunlight or what have you. Okay? So basically what ended up happening, and through my research, I discovered that it's kind of difficult to kind of salvage or save seedlings once they do this. So many of my seedlings, family, I had to literally just start over and put new seeds in each tray and just start out to pull these out and put new seeds and start them over. Okay? Because this happened. All right? Okay. Now I want to show you guys, after I learned this and made these adjustments, where I ended up. Okay, at this point in time, I've already replanted all those seeds that you just saw that were stretched. Okay, and hopefully you can see that there's some differences here in this image. Particularly, all of my indoor lighting, if you look real close, all those bar lights, I actually lowered them all the way down to about 2 to 3 inches above my seed trays. And at the top, you guys can see here, let me do something here. At the top, to the right, you see this lighting. I got more lighting over here, but I brought all this lighting down very close, within 2 to 3 inches of my seed trays and pots. Now, my other lighting that's over these, it's literally like 1 inch above the tops of these plants. Okay, it's just a little off shot, but that's where that is. So all my lighting, I lowered it dramatically and brought it close, because in my research I learned that when you start seeds, especially indoors, you have to bring your lighting down to no more than about 2 to 3 inches above your seed trays, as well as when your plants sprout, you want to keep your lighting about 2.5 inches just above the tops of your sprouted plants, right? And as your plants grow, you leave it there. And once your plants grow up to the height of your lighting, where the tip of your plants are touching your lighting, that's the time when you want to actually adjust your lighting up about another 2 inches or so, 2.5 inches. You want to raise it up about another 2.5 inches, and then leave it there and let your plants, your new plants, grow up to that height where they're touching the light again. And then you just continue to do that so that you prevent your plants from doing this, stretching forever trying to get enough light. Okay? Y'all get that? Also, family, and I just thought of something else, but hopefully I'll remember it. Another thing that I did and learned as a part of my seeding process indoors, the trays, these long trays, not the individual trays, but the long trays that my seed trays are setting in. The first set of trays that I purchased, they came with holes. Okay? And for me, you can get them with holes or without. But for me, family, I found and discovered it was better for me to use these long seed cup trays without holes. Now, my seed cups still had holes at the bottom, but my trays, I switched them out for trays with no holes in them. So I really didn't need these towels here or anything after I switched that out. And the reason being, when I started, let's go back here. When I started, these trays had holes in them, plus my seed cups had holes in them. So I just watered everything from top down, right? But again, what I learned in research was I started to begin to see some small little splotches of mold actually growing on the top of my soil in my seed trays. Okay? Little splotches of mold. I don't really have a shot of that directly, but I started to see that, and I'm like, wait a minute. I researched that, and that was one of the main reasons why I switched my trays out. Let me be clear here. These long trays, I switched these out. I removed the ones that had holes in them and replaced them with ones that did not have holes. And the reason why I did that is because from that point on, instead of watering all of my seedlings with water, just pouring water on top, what I was able to do is then each of these small seed cup trays, I could literally lift it up, tilt it up, and I could pour water down into this whole tray because there was no holes in it, right? And then let the seed tray set back down in the tray. So what ended up happening, my seeds and seedlings began to be watered from the bottom up. Y'all get that? From the bottom up, because there was water down in here. And I always knew also when to water or add water, because I could tip one of these little seed cups up and look inside. And anytime I saw very low or no water, time to add some water. Add water, and then I'd set it back down. And then all of my seed cups would self-water themselves from the bottom up within the tray. That's number one. Two, doing it that way, that helped prevent mold from growing so much on the tops of the soil here in my seed tray. Okay? Because it's not just sitting there wet, open to the open air, or not wet as much, right? In addition, as a part of that research, I learned another trick to help prevent mold from growing on top of your soil. And you can barely see it here in this other image. Over here, where I have my potatoes, these round cups, larger cups, you see a little brownish on top of the soil. I actually researched and found out, family, that you can actually, or you should, actually sprinkle cinnamon. Now, it ain't gotta be a whole lot, just a good, nice, light covering of actual cinnamon, the cinnamon you cook with. Sprinkle that cinnamon on top of this soil, and that cinnamon would also help prevent mold from developing on top of your soil. Okay? So we learned a lot, family, from this experience. Like I said, the adjustment of the lighting and why, the stretched or leggy actual seedlings or new plants, the difference in using trays with holes versus trays without holes and how that changes things. We learned a lot. So again, when you start, there was one other thing I was trying to remember, and it's gone. It dropped from my mind. There was one other thing that I learned. Well, hopefully it'll come back to me, but those were the basic 4 things that I wanted to share with you guys. And most research, especially like garden videos that you see online anywhere, they're not explaining this stuff to you as a part of their videos. They're just doing stuff, and these little small steps that make all the difference. They're not sharing those in their videos. That's why I didn't know about it. But if you specifically go searching for like leggy or stretched plants, or if mold on your seed trays, that's when you'll start finding this specific information. So I wanted to provide this specific information for you guys before we get started with our main piece here, just as an extra bit of help, because my whole goal is to try to help you get from the beginning all the way into where your food is full grown and healthy, and you ready to go. You got some food, okay? So I'm trying to think one more time. What else was it? I can't think of it. So let's let that go. All right. So now, without further ado, family, we are going to introduce the secure. Well, let me rephrase. The One Brothas Mind secure mobile raised bed gardening system. Okay? This is an exclusive. There is nobody online, or at least not on YouTube or anywhere that I could research and find, that is utilizing a system like this one. So you're getting an exclusive, family, right here from KD Smooth at One Brothas Mind. So if after this, the date of post of this video's posting, if you see anybody else posting videos of options like this, and they don't give One Brothas Mind and myself, KD Smooth, a shout out or credit, they stealing. They stealing an idea. Okay? I mean, yes, I looked into it to try to see if I could trademark or copyright my system. It's not the things that I use, but it's how I'm using them that creates this system. Okay? So, you see somebody else doing it, they stealing, let them have it. Don't go to their videos. Come back here to One Brothas Mind and KD Smooth. I got you. Okay? We are the original source. Okay. So now, again, without further ado, we are going to share with you. All right. Now, at this moment, family, I'm going to start a video here, and you're literally going to see the different mobile units that I'm using to create this system. You're going to literally walk through the process with me. Okay, family? And when we get through this part of the process, part 2, there will be a part 3. And in part 3 is where I'm going to really go over and go more in detail with the secure part, which is the nugget. That's the thing that separates my system from anybody else's. Okay? I mean, remember, you've seen it, heard it here first with One Brothas Mind. So we're gonna go ahead and get this going here for you guys. And yeah. All right. So here we go. Okay, fam, we're back at you again. This is KD Smooth. We're coming back at you. And today we are beginning our part 2 of our secure mobile raised bed gardening system. And today I will be introducing the first part of the mobile part of the secure mobile raised bed gardening system. As you can see here, we have some little small wheelbarrows, and you can get a frame of size reference. That's a 5-gallon bucket, and these are the barrels. They're about 3.5, 5 gallons all together. The size wise, you see inside there. It's a nice little mobile wheelbarrow type cart. I got the Gorilla cart, again, frame of reference as far as size. Again, this is a mobile raised bed gardening system. So everything, or let me restate that. This is One Brothas Mind secure mobile raised bed gardening system. So everything that I plant, okay, in this system will be in some sort of mobile planting option. In other words, something on wheels, y'all. Okay? And I'll show y'all, instead of just explaining, I'm going to show y'all why I'm planting everything on wheels later in this video. Okay? But to start off with these little wheelbarrow carts, what we're going to be doing is planting our potato plants. I have some potato plants that I've seeded. I showed doing those in the first part 1 video of our gardening system. That was somewhat of a nightmare. But if you want a good laugh, you can watch that video. The devil was busy that day. But I pushed through it, and I got it done, and yeah. Now, you just saw prior to this video, I provided you guys with some information on basically what we learned from the seedling plants from part 1. Okay, there was several things that are very important that we learned, and I just shared those with you guys. And now we're going to move forward. Now we're at the transplant day, or video part 2, into our actual mobile raised bed gardening systems. Okay, and this wheelbarrow cart that you see in front of you, this is my truck in front of you, don't worry about that. But this wheelbarrow cart is a big part. I actually have 2 of these wheelbarrow carts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plant a potato plant toward the front and a potato plant toward the back there. Okay, and basically I'm going to drill holes, drain holes in the bottom. Drill about 5 or 6 drain holes in the bottom, so it'll have the ability to drain. We're going to fill it up with our soil. Okay, and speaking of our soil, what we got here today is we got our black cow manure, we got our potting soil mix, we got our, in a small big bag there, we got our perlite, and we got some blood meal or bone meal for fertilizer. Okay, in addition to that, as you see in our bucket here, we actually got dried peat moss. So that's our soil mixture: dried peat moss, black cow mix, and potting soil mix, and perlite. The bone meal will go in later, and I'll show you guys where that's going to go in. But what we're getting ready to do is drill our drain holes into our cart, and then fill our cart with each of the soil mixtures, and basically mix them up really good. And then I'm gonna mix them up in another cart, and then I'm gonna put them into this cart after I've drilled the holes. And then once we got that filled up, we'll be ready to bring our potato plants out and transplant them into this cart. Now, real quick, I'll go more detail into this. Why I'm doing this in a mobile system is because actually where I'm standing right now, I'm standing in front of my detached garage, okay, from my property. Your property may be different. And what I'm going to be doing with this mobile gardening system, real quick, I'll go into more detail on it later, but all of my mobile carts that I have, I got a couple different types, several different types that I'm using. Each morning at sunrise, I'm going to be opening my garage up, rolling my mobile raised bed gardening carts out of my garage. I'm literally going to roll them over into my yard so they can sit out in my backyard and soak up all the sun they need all day. And then at dawn, when the sun goes down, I'm going to take those carts from this yard, my backyard, wherever I got them set, and I'm going to roll them back inside my garage. And that being inside my garage overnight is a big part of the secure factor, which is where we get secure mobile raised bed gardening system. Okay, now I'll go into more detail on that, but as of right now, like I said, we're gonna get our holes drilled in our cart, get our soil mixed and placed in our cart. We're gonna get it wet up, and we'll come back with you here in a second once I got the holes drilled and we start to mix our soil. Okay, family, we're back. Like I said before, I have 2 of these carts. Actually, I'm going to show you guys this other one real quick. As you see, I have 2, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but I've already drilled the drain holes. I got 5 drain holes in the bottom of this one, but I'm going to set this one to the side. I'm going to be adding soil to this one and to plant first, but before I do that, I'm going to actually use this one to mix the soil for that one, okay? So that's what we're about to do here, family. So let me back up and get this soil mixing going. All right, so like I said, we got cow manure, potting soil, potting mix, and peat moss and perlite. That's what we're mixing, okay? So first, we got this bucket of dried peat moss. I'm not going to put that in first because it's really dry, and if I dump it in there, the wind and stuff is going to blow it everywhere. So I'm going to start with my cow manure. That's what we're going to start with. Let me get my gloves on. We're going to make this happen, y'all. All right. Alright, this cow manure bag open, and we'll be ready to start dumping cow manure. Alright. I'm only going to put half of this cow manure bag in here first. Okay, that's about half. Alright, that's about half of the cow manure. Okay, now I'm doing half cow manure to start, half dried peat moss, and half dried half potty mix to start. Okay, and then I'll add more mixture if I need. Okay, this is about half a bag of dried peat moss. Like I said, you guys see it, you know how I do. It's real dusty. Alright. Alright, so I got cow manure and peat moss in here. So I need to get down in here and try to mix this up as good as I can, so that we got a good mixture going. Okay, y'all bear with me. I may end up cutting some of this out, you know, because it's gonna take a moment. All right, get it done now. Okay, so while I mix this, family, we'll be right back. After I get it all mixed up, and next I'm going to add the potting soil mix. I'm going to get it all mixed up because it's going to take a moment, and then we'll come right back. Okay, fam, I just finished adding the potting soil mix, and I'm just going to continue to stir and mix this up for a couple of seconds to get it mixed up real good. Okay. It's all mixed up real good. Manure is already in it, mixed. I'll mix it in the potting soil mix. If you find that you have some large clumps, you know, while you're mixing, you can break those up, as I'm doing with the little spade, or you can use your hand, whatever you got to do, but just mix it all up good is what you want. I can already tell that I'm going to need more mixture in each, you know, because it's not full. Plus, when I wet it for the first time, it's going to sit down or seep down in here, so I know I got to add some more soil mixture in here. But I'm mixing this up first because I didn't want to dump everything in there all at one time, and that just kind of makes it a little bit harder to mix up. Alright, it's getting real hard with that, so I'm going to go back to my big bag. Basically, all I'm doing is just tossing it. I can get a good mixture going. Okay. I think that was pretty good there. But I see I need to add more. A little more of everything. So that's what we're about to do. All right. And if you're starting your potting mixtures, if you find you need to get more soil, you can always just go back to the store, to your hardware store or wherever you got your potting soil mixture items, and just get some more. Most of them are somewhere between $4 to $8 a bag, something like that. It's not really crazy expensive. I'm adding in some more cow manure. Okay. Adding in some more potting soil mix. Okay. Going to finish pouring all this. I got some more bags. Because I expected that I was going to be a little short. So I just wanted to see by doing it halfway first, see what it's going to be looking like. Alright. So I got 1 full bag of cow manure. I got 1 full bag of potting soil mix, and then I got a little more than half a bag of dried peat moss in here. I mean, you're not making a cake. The mixture don't have to be exact, okay? You just need to get a good amount of each of your items in so you can mix it up good. That's all. Get a good mixture going. And yes, it's a little workout, family. It's a little workout. But the reality is, the work is this part of the setup. When your soil mixes and your transplant. After you do that, it's easy. All you doing is watering and pulling them out each morning so they can get plenty of sun. So it gets easy after you do this hard work part. It gets easy. Easier, family. So let's finish mixing this up right quick. And then we'll be ready to move forward. Ready to move forward in just a second. I'm gonna hit this a couple times with my big boy shovel. Well, try to get down there and make sure I get a couple deep stirs in also. Still breaking up large chunks. That's all. You know, so they'll spread out good. Other than that, pretty much got it. A good mixture. So everything's good. Got good fertile soil. Okay? Alright. Hit it with your big boy a couple times. Make sure I get down in the deep parts good. Turn it over. Finish it up a little bit. Alright. Alright. Now, I'm actually going to get just a little bit more dry peat moss to put on top to add some more depth to it, and then we'll be right back. Okay, family. Now, we're going to add just a little bit more peat moss, dry peat moss, so we get a little bit more, make it a little more deeper, and then we should be ready to go. Stir this up. It don't have to be perfectly up to the tippy top. That's not necessary. You're just putting some soil together. That's all. It ain't that big a issue. I'm sitting at about 3/4 of the way full right now, so that's plenty. I'm making a mess. That's all right. We're gonna get it together. Keep stirring some more, and we'll be ready to go to the next step. Got some good soil mixture going. Like I've said on several of my other videos, family, you know, things is getting real crazy right now, and the shortages are going to get worse, most likely, and you need to get to where you're growing your own food, man. So, you know, when it does all the way go bad, you're in a position to you're in a good position to, you know, you got your own vegetables. I have my own potatoes in this, my own vegetables, you know, we can eat. And I actually plan to eventually get, at a later time, get to the point where if it's legal for me to do it, I'm going to put my own chicken coop back here in my backyard and raise my own chickens as well. So I got my meat, vegetables, and potatoes. And I ain't got to worry about depending on going to the store to do that, you know. So if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, so now, like I said, I'm actually, with this cart, I mean, you could plant a lot of different things in here, but I decided I'm going to plant 2 potato plants. Typically, most time you'll see people planting one potato plant per 5-gallon bucket. So you kind of get my logic there. I'm planting 2 in this. Okay, so on the first attempt. So now at this point, I've made those initial transplant holes. Well, actually, I'm messing up. I got to dump this all the way into the other barrel now that I got it mixed up. So let me do that, and we'll be right back, fam. Okay, fam, we're back. Now I've gotten my transplant little holes dug out. You see my potato plants. I actually planted these inside in my seed trays. I actually started them in these larger seed tray buckets for those that didn't see the first video. And I did that, this is May, April, did that March 23rd. And so it's been approximately 6 weeks, maybe a little 7. And actually you can see I got good roots growing coming out of there, ready to go. They probably maybe like a week too long, before transplanting, but they should be all right. So this is what we're about to do. Got my blood meal, bone meal. Take a handful of this. I'm putting it down here in the bottom of my transplant hose. Okay, that's extra fertilizer for the root system to help make the roots strong. And now I'm about to go, I'm gonna turn my water on. I'm gonna wet these two, just get where the bone meal is a little bit, and then I'm gonna transplant, and then we'll cover them up, and then I'm gonna wet the whole thing. Okay? All right, be right back. All right, so now we should be able to just give it a good amount so that those roots have some good fluid to use, when we to get started off good. Okay, hook that up good. All right, so now, without further ado, we're going to try to get these out of here without totally damaging the root system best we can. Okay, lost one, but we still got good root system. Okay, and now what we do is we fill it up. Fill it up, make it nice and strong. Okay, that's one, and we're about to do the second one. Same thing, I got roots coming out the bottom, good root system going. I want to try to keep those going, be light and gentle, and then just place, fill it up, fill it in nice and strong. And you saw they were leaning just a little bit, when I put them in, because they actually been there just maybe a little bit too long and all of that good stuff, but we got it. Now, I'm just going to soak the whole cart. Soak them in good. Don't spray the plants way around them, way around them. I got a little, you can see I got a little water hose filter that's on my trying to put it on one that ain't so hard. Add in enough. Well, stay back where we were. Now I'm gonna water these overly real good because there's a lot of dirt, y'all saw saying, but it needs to be, moistened up. So I'm gonna flood this bin. Okay? I'm gonna flood it. And that's gonna take a while. So basically that's it. I got 2 potato plants. For those that saw the first part of the series, part 1, literally I bought potatoes, those large steak potatoes from Sam's Club, and went through the process in the first one. If you want to see that, go watch the first one. It's a good laugh because the devil was really causing me problems with that one, but we got it done. And these grew inside under my grow lights in those seed tray cups I just showed you for the last 6-7 weeks. And now they're outside. They're here now. I may end up adding a little bit more soil mixture, as this soil seats, to ensure that there's plenty of soil, for the plants themselves. But they're bending and all that because, for me, there's a lot I learned in regards to the grow lights. When I started, basically, from the time, when you plant your seeds in your seed tray, whatever seeds they are, your grow lights need to be like this close to the dirt while your seeds are in the tray. And then as your sprouts start to come up, you slowly elevate your grow lights up along with them growing. Because at first I had my grow lights way up here and just shining down. I'm like, okay, cool, I didn't know. But I did some more research and had some problems with leggy or stretched seedlings and stuff like that. And that's one of the things we learned. So I had to adjust my grow lights and bring them down to real close to the soil, and then slowly raise them up as my plants grew. So that is one of the reasons. But these will straighten up because they're getting the sun now from top, so they'll straighten up and point up straight up to the sun. Okay, so that's what it is, family. We're gonna come back with you. I got a whole nother one of these to do that I'm about to do, but I got an assistant that I'm gonna recruit and we're gonna get this second one done. And after this, we'll come back and we'll go on to the second phase of part 2, which will be we'll probably start our second mobile option, and you guys will see what that is when we come back. Okay? All right. Be back in just a moment. Okay, family. Keep going. I got my assistant with me. Yeah, you can. Got my assistant son with me. You're not digging deep enough. You gotta go deep.
Workout.
Deep, yeah, deep. Dig, scoop, stir. Dig. No, you're not digging.
Workout.
Dig all the way down to the bottom. Get the brown down there. Pick it up. Pick up the brown. Go all the way down. Pick up the brown. Stir. Now flip it. Just flip. Turn it. Now do some more. Dig. No, get some more. Look, I'm gonna show you again. Let go. Let go. Dig all the way down to the bottom. Scoop. Stir. Dig all the way to the bottom. Scoop. Stir. Dig to the bottom. Scoop. Stir. You do it.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta use your muscles all the way down. There you go. Turn it. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
All the way to the bottom.
Okay.
Let's go all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing good. Come on. Yeah, I got my assistants out here. All the way to the bottom. Keep doing it. Doing a good job, buddy. My autistic, wonderful son. I'm trying to teach him and show him some stuff. He likes the plants. So we're going to show him how to do some of this too. Dig, scoop, stir. All the way to the bottom. Get the brown up. Come on. Dig the brown. All the way down. Yeah, I got to coach him to keep him going because he'll be done put it down and go in the house. You think he's slick. Come on, buddy. Dig to the bottom, scoop, and stir. All the way. All the way to the bottom. Big scoop.
Okay, okay.
That's okay. Come on, you did. That was good. Do another one like that. Big scoop. Yeah, keep doing it. You gotta mix it up. That's what we're doing. Dig, scoop, stir. All the way to the bottom. You're doing a great job, buddy.
I can't.
You're a pro at this. Yes, you can. So take a break. Take a break.
Hold this, please.
No, you hold it. Just take a break. Breathe. Take a couple deep breaths. Rest yourself. And when you're ready, dig, scoop, stir some more. Yeah, we got my assistant out here doing some of this. It is. I'm gonna be doing it this way. I mean,
baby.
if I had a little chair or something, might be a little better. It will stretch your back a little bit.
Put your back into it.
There you go, buddy. Right.
Put your back into it.
That's right. Dig, scoop, stir. And right now, all I got is the dried peat moss and the half of the cow manure. Half of both of them in there. And we're stirring up the bottom. Getting it to go. Mixing that up. We're gonna take turns. Okay, my turn. You wait. Don't go nowhere. Come back. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere. Stay right here with me. We're gonna do this together, buddy. Me and you, we're a team. Are we a team?
Yes.
All right. We're a team. Chop up the big chunks and stir and stir. Yeah, we're a team, buddy. Ah, open the door. Dude, stop doing extra stuff, please. God, what are you always doing extra? Just focus on what I'm doing. That's what, can you do that? Focus. Look and watch what I'm doing. Don't do nothing else. Mr. Man, Mr. Busybody. All right. Scooping and stirring. All right. Got a good mix going. Got a good mix going. About to add the other one, the third half, and get that stirred in. Okay. Don't close the door, please. All right. You get the rest of it. Stay over there, buddy. Don't leave. Stay over on the other side of the bucket. Coming right back. There, just a second.
What is wrong? What is wrong?
Okay. Put some more of this. Now I'm putting in the potting soil mix, y'all. Putting potting soil mix in. Going about half a bag of that. You know, because I want to get the bottom mixed up as good as I can before then we do the top. Because if you put it all in at one time, you ain't really going to get the bottom mixed up good. So that's why I'm doing it this way. You got to dig deeper now, buddy, to get the brown. You see what I'm doing?
Yes, yes.
You got to put your back into it. Okay? You ready to do something?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm tired.
But it's fun. We're planting.
F-U-N.
Huh?
F-U-N.
Hey, stop it. F-U-N. You right. You're all right. I thought you said a bad word or something.
What?
No bad words, buddy. You did good. Did a good job. F-U-N. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Get down here, get deep. Alright. Okay. Now I got another one for you. I want to show you.
What?
Hold on, stay with me. Where's my shovel? There's my shovel over there behind you. I want to get that big shovel. I'll stir it up some with that. Give me that. I'll show you how to do this one. Alright, you put it down in there. Dig deep. Pick it up. Turn and turn. Dig deep. Pick it up. Turn and turn. Alright? You see that, buddy?
Yes.
See, I'm all the way at the bottom. Turn and turn. You try. Try. You try one. Got it. Now put this. Let go. Put it on there. There. Now grab down here. Now dig deep. Go down. Push down. Turn. Pick it up. Turn. Whoa! Not too high. Turn. Just turn it. Okay. Dig down again. Dig deep. Push deep hard. You're not pushing hard. Okay. Pick it up. Turn. Try again. Go deeper this time. Look. Right here. No. You got to push with this hand.
Okay,
push.
okay. Okay.
It's all right. Turn. Now go again. Go deep. And turn. All right. Go deep. Push harder. Use your muscles. Put your back into it. Turn. Do some more. Okay. We take turns. I'll do something. See? We're going to go down in here. Real deep. So we can do it at the team. Down in there. See what I'm saying? Put it in. We stirring this up. Okay, you hold that for a second. I'm going to hit this side here. Down here at the bottom. Like I thought there's some brown down here. Get the brown up. I want the brown up. Yeah. There we go. Make sure brown is mixed in good. Alright. I think we done a good job so far, buddy. Gotta put some more dirt in. Okay? Hold on, you stay right there. Don't move. More dirt in. All right. That's all of the dried peat moss. Okay.
Hard work. Hard work.
Where's my, yeah, it's hard work, buddy. Where'd my fertilizer go? Oh, I got it.
You have pretty hard work to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work, buddy. Nothing wrong with some hard work. Alright. Hopefully y'all getting the concept. Again, if I put it all in there all at one time, it'd be a lot harder. Okay, give me the big one. You take the little one, do it. Stir it up. Dig, scoop, turn. No, get lower. Yeah. Pick it up, turn it. Keep doing that. Yeah, you're doing good now. You got it.
Me either.
Get down in there. Dig deeper. Yeah. Careful, not too high. Pick it up, just turn it. Keep going. Yeah. Keep doing that. You're doing perfect, buddy. Perfect digger. You're the perfect digger, buddy. I like when you help me, man. You're my best helper.
Yeah.
You're the best helper. You know that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me do a little bit with this one. Mix it up some more. Okay. A little bit. Mix it up some more. You like mixing?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I like mixing too. We can grow us some food. You like growing food, buddy?
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it together as a team. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let me get the other one. Hold on. Get the other one in here. Put no fertilizer in there. All right. Get that in there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You ain't put no fertilizer. Family, just for those that are really paying attention, I forgot to put my perlite in the first bin. I'm gonna add it though. Don't worry. I will add it, but I sure forgot to put some perlite in. But I am gonna add it. I'll go back. Perlite in there. Let me do the first few so that don't get all mixed up, flying everywhere. Hmm? Try to get the perlite in there. Hopefully I'm not blocking the view, y'all, but I ain't paying attention to the view. I'm just trying to get this stuff mixed up. Got to add my perlite in the first one, but I'll get it in there. We'll get it in there off camera. Okay. What? You ready to do some more?
No?
Yeah.
We need to do some more.
Yeah. Gotta be a team, buddy. Be a team. Here, you do some more. Dig, pull, pick up, saw, and turn. Keep digging, pick up, turn. Dig, pick up, and turn. Yeah, you do a good job. Dig deeper, pick up and turn. Push, yeah, go deeper. Yeah. Okay, my turn with the big one. Get it down. Like down there, a little deeper. Yeah. So, got the egg perlite sitting up here, screaming at me. Going, what about me? I'm like, oh. I got the egg perlite. Got the egg perlite, yeah. Gotta get it in there. On the good foot. Get it down in there. I'm sorry, y'all. I always gotta talk to myself or sing or something when I'm doing some work. I don't know if any of y'all like that, but I am. Trying to make you wonder, make you imagine where the black men that used to work to build the railroads and during slavery, while they sung, they was doing hard work. And this is why. They was like me. Okay, I think we cool. We stir it up now. All right, thank you, buddy, for all your help. High five. All right, give me. Yeah. All right, you can go back. Get your tablet and go back in. Take a glove off. Thank you, sir. All right, get your tablet. Go back inside. Go get your tablet, or you can stay outside if you want. Whatever you want to do. All right, family.
I want to go back inside.
Okay. That's my assistant. He helped me out real. Y'all see he did a good job. I sure appreciate him. He's 17, y'all, in case y'all wondering. He's 17. Me and him been rolling and riding since he was, one-on-one, him and my daughter, since they were 3 and 4 years old. Just me. For those that are a little nosy, yeah, just me. I'm a single father. I did the whole thing. The whole thing. All right. Okay, we got our transplant hose ready to go. Okay. Like I did the first one. Put a handful of this bone blood meal in here for fertilizer for the roots. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead. The first one I wet it up, and I thought about it afterwards. That just makes that bone meal flush down on into the soil below. I want it to stay right around where the roots are to my transplants. So I'm not gonna flush it this time. I'm gonna just, y'all see the roots systems I got going here? I'm just gonna put these in here. Build them up. Build them up. Nice and good. Build them up. Build them up. Nice and good. Alright? That's what I'm going to do. Okay? That's what's up. Lord willing, all these will come on and finish growing on up good. And I have a bunch of potatoes in my bins here. I have a bunch of potatoes in my potato bin. Alright. Got up the mounds. like I said, over time, I'll add a little bit more soil mixture to each one, because it's going, as it gets wet, as I water it, it's going to get soaked down and settle more. But we got it. There you go, y'all. Sam's Club, those big old jumbo potatoes, to this. Now, this is their final resting home, a resting place to grow in. And, you know, what is it, about 2.5 months to 3. They should, if everything grows well, they will be at full grown. And the other thing I'll show y'all, this is a secure mobile raised bed gardening system, right? It's mobile, but for those that know and for you don't know, when you grow potatoes, when they're full grown, like if you grow them in a 5-gallon bucket, you got to pick that whole bucket over, or tip it over, pick it up and dump it to get your potatoes, right? Guess what I can do? Bam! It's a wheelbarrow. All I got to do is pick it up, start it up. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different positives that I saw to doing my potatoes in these barrels as opposed to 5-gallon buckets or any other kind of planter buckets, pots, large pots. Because at the end, you still got to pick them up and dump them. Well, this makes that, not only is it mobile, but it makes that much easier. Also, again, family, when it's all said and done, I'm going to, or before these get real big and full, I'm going to put a stake next to each one, so that as I go forward, these potato plants are going to get pretty, you know, maybe 2 to 3 feet. This fall is going to get 2 to 3 feet tall. And if I'm going to stake them kind of like you stake tomato plants. And then as they get once they get close to full size, I'll be able to tie them off to those stakes to help hold them upright, so they ain't growing and just laid all over looking crazy. Okay? So that's our potato segment, transplant segment. I'm going to flood this like I did the first one, and the potatoes are planted. Now, every morning or every day from here on, I'm going to be, like I said, at sunrise, rolling these out into the middle of my backyard where the sun is, and I'm going to just set them down. Okay? And I can go where I want to go. They can be out here all day. Okay? During the sunlight. Then at the end of the day, when the sun starts to go down, or after it goes down, I can pick them up, easily roll them right back into my garage and hit my garage button. That's one part of the secure part. They will be in my garage overnight. My entire raised bed mobile garden will be in my garage overnight. Again, that's a big part of the secure feature. But I'll go over the secure feature in full detail on part 3, which will be the secure segment. Right now, it's Mother's Day. I'm out here planting, and it's Mother's Day. So it is what it is. My mother, unfortunately, is going on home, and I miss her dearly. But when I was a kid, she used to have me help her with the gardening that she did. And she did hers right direct into the ground. We had to toil the soil back then. And that was a whole lot of work, but we did it several years. So I just had not done any gardening since I was a small kid like that. So I'm back to doing it again myself, and hopefully new and improved. All right, y'all. I'm trying to think if there's anything else with the potatoes. Typically, when you start whatever seedlings that you start indoors, I explained the lighting issue, and I'll show you guys a picture of that, a before and after picture. But then also, when you go to do your transplants, these plants are used to being indoors this entire time. They've never been outside. And so what's supposed to be done is you're supposed to do a thing called hardening your transplants. Hardening, H-A-R-D-I-N-G, hardening. What that is you're supposed to do your transplant like we've done. And in most cases, when you bring your new plants outside into the sun, you only leave them outside in the sun for maybe an hour, maybe two, and then you put them back inside, indoors, okay? Because they're not used to being outdoors. But one of the additional features that I did indoors with my seedlings is I mimicked the outdoors, the outdoors wind climate, or the wind. So I got a little small clip-on fan, a little desk fan, and I had it pointed directly blowing over all of my seedlings. So all of my seedlings, basically, as the ones that came up, they got used to the wind blowing on them. So now, when I bring them outside, I don't have to just do an hour, because when I transplant them, all of them that come up good, they're used to the wind blowing on them. So I ain't got to worry about them on regular days. Now, of course, I can't leave them outside during a heavy thunderstorm and things like that while they're really small, or pretty much at any time. But I don't have to go through the hardening part so carefully because of having that little small fan inside blowing on my seedlings for the last 6-7 weeks. Okay, so the stems and whatnot are already basically wind strong for the most part. Okay, most days they were getting a little bit more wind current indoors than they're getting outdoors right now. Okay, so they built that little wind muscle up, if you will. So that's what we're doing here, fam. That was another piece, and I'll show you guys videos and pictures of that, of my indoor seedling setup as a part of this as well. Actually, I'll probably put it in front of this video, so you guys probably already seen it by now, and I'll explain that again. But the hardening part, I ain't gotta be as careful as you normally have to. If you don't put a fan on them, whatever, when you bring them out, you have to do that 1 to 2 hour outdoor hardening time for about a week or two, so they get used to the wind, and not only the wind, but they get used to getting their grow light not from the indoors grow light, but from the direct sun itself. These have never had sun on. They weren't in a window seal or nothing. So this is their first time seeing the sun. They're like, what is that? They tripping right now. So they got to acclimate to the wind outside, rain, light rain, and sunlight. But I think they're strong enough. They should be just fine. And I'm hoping. And we should be able to move on there. Now, I got some other items. Y'all saw those that watched the first video. I got cabbage, I got kale, I got onions, I got tomato plants, and I didn't think I was going to get one, but I got a pepper plant that finally popped up in my seed tray. So, had a lot of things I had to learn with the seed tray. I thought I had done enough research, but there's some things that, at least in my case, I had to experience them to learn. If that makes sense, y'all. I had to do it, and then, through those struggles, go, why is this not working, and why is this happening, and do some more research and go, oh, I gotta do this. Like I mentioned about lowering my grow light, I had to find that out, because there's people, they on their videos, they don't tell you to put your grow light right on top of your ceiling. Everybody don't do it, and you need to do that. If you got it indoors, you have to do it. Okay? So, and there's some other things. I'll go over the things that I learned, but I'm about to flood this. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to go over, need to think on. Give me a second, fam. I'm just trying to get out here. Transplant, got perlite in last. Bone marrow, got a flood. Drilled our holes, both of them mistake. I got to put some perlite in the other one, because I didn't put it in, but I'm going to get some in there. Trying to think. I think we, as far as the potato transplants, are basically done. I anticipate I'll be doing some green bean transplants most likely next. And my green beans, there's some things I had to learn about that, but I'll explain those my green bean seed adventures, and y'all see what that's all about and how that go when I go to do the green bean transplants here next. So again, family, please like, share, subscribe. I'm literally showing y'all I ain't touched no plants in 30 plus years. No gardening or nothing. And I came up with this system. Again, I'm literally, the secure part, my entire mobile raised bed gardening system will be located in my garage after dark, every night. That's a big part of the secure feature. I wouldn't have to worry about somebody coming, Pookie, Karen, and Darn, or whoever, coming to try to steal out my garden. It's in my garage, secure. And then each morning, I can bring those, roll them right out, put them in the sun, leave them in my backyard, and go do whatever it is I gotta do all day, while they just sit out here and enjoy it and collect the sun and grow. Okay, so that's also a hint for most of y'all family that are still working, going to hit that 9 to 5 every day. You can literally just roll your garden in this system, roll it out into your backyard each morning before you head off to work. Water your entire garden real good, shut your water off, get in your car, and go to work. Okay, and when you get off work and you get home, or your children, your helpers get home, somebody, or whenever it gets dark, whatever comes first, you can come home and easily roll your secure mobile gardening system right back into your garage at dark. Close your garage, go in the house, and forget about it. It's secure. That's the whole point. As far as these potatoes, again, when they get full grown, this is a full wheelbarrow like y'all saw in the beginning. All I gotta do is tip it up and dump it out. Stand it up and dump it over. Much easier. It ain't sitting in a 5-gallon bucket that's crazy heavy that I gotta somehow figure out how to, I can get it, because again, KD Smooth 6'6", y'all. So that wouldn't be a problem for me. But for a lot of people, especially a lot of y'all ladies, y'all ain't trying to pick up no big old 5-gallon bucket full of wet dirt and full grown potatoes in it, trying to pick it up, roll it over, and pick it up, because even if you lay it down, that dirt is packed in there. So you gotta really wrestle with it and shake it hard to try to get that dirt and potatoes out of it. Whereas with these wheelbarrows, that's not a problem. You just lift it up, stand it up, it's all gonna fall out. Okay? Like I said, y'all, in the first video, I did a lot of research. I researched this whole system that I'm putting together for over 2 years. And I tried to come up with a solution for every question that I could come up with. And when I felt I got there and I had it, that's when I just started this system. So y'all gonna see the rest of it. I got 2 more different mobile applications. I got these, and I got 2 other different separate mobile applications that I'm going to show y'all when I start to plant the other transplants and seeds. Okay? So stay tuned. We'll be right back with the second phase of the transplant for the One Brothas Mind secure mobile raised bed gardening system. Stay tuned. As for One Brothas Mind, okay, family. Sorry for that ending technical difficulty. This does not conclude this broadcast. Just want to add a couple of additional notes here on the end of this broadcast. Wow, that was crazy trying to get that together. Yeah, so that was, you guys saw it. Couple of quick notes at the end. I know some of y'all, you know how y'all is, tripping off my little gray white hair in the video. Trust and believe, KD Smooth is not as old as y'all think. I'll say this. In my family, gray hair, white hair, actually for some starts early. I think I started with my first strands of gray hair when I was about like 24. So yeah, hey, it is what it is. But and second, I'm unofficially retired. So KD Smooth is unofficially retired. So I'm at the crib most of the time, chilling, doing me. So sometimes I keep it all shaved off, and sometimes I let a little fuzz grow on in. Hey, I do what I do, when I need to do what I can do, So anyway, there was one other thing. It just slipped my mind again. It came back to me. The thing that I had forgot about at the beginning of the video, it came back to me, and then I should have wrote it down, made me a note. And all right, it'll hit me again later on in the video. If things goes well, in the next video, part 3, you guys will see the second phase of the actual, or third phase, I should say, of the actual, the next phase of the actual mobile options that I have, like I said. And I'll be basically mixing soil and setting those up in that one. So definitely make sure you stay tuned. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to One Brothas Mind. Family, share. I'm doing this with y'all. We're going to get through it and, make it happen. We're going to get some food, y'all. So, hey, again, like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all on part 3 of the secure mobile raised bed gardening system, exclusively from One Brothas Mind. And this concludes, finally, this broadcast of One Brothas Mind. We thank you for joining us. And as a part of the new Black media, B1 choices are mandatory, and being on code is required. But never fear, Yeshua the Christ is with you always. Shalom.